And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And can you believe it? We haven't done a Turtles and Tea for so long. We've let that news pile up and we are ready to go with a lot of turtle related news. Some news even dropped today, so we are ready for it. But you know I cannot talk toys on my own, even when it comes to turtles. So as always, we have the super co-host, the Super Turk himself, Super Turk 5000 nevertheless. Tanner, how you doing, mate?
Hello everybody. Hope you're all having a good week. Very short working week this week for us Brits, which is always good. I have been suffering today. I've had a bit of a stomach bug, but let's not get into that too much. Let's, I don't want you guys all focusing on that.
Let's not think about Tanner on the toilet. Let's talk some toys. So obviously, this will forever live on YouTube for the replay crew. So if you don't know, Turtles and Tea is a little spin-off show. Because me and Tanner were so excited to talk about Turtles and Legends of Liquor all the time, we thought we'd just make our own show. And that's what Turtles and Tea is all about. We've even got the Turtles and Tea, like, mugs. Like, it's a legit thing, people. It's a legit thing. So, we're basically going to recap the news. We do these at least one Tuesday a month. The last one of these we did was like early April, and now obviously the last day of May. So we managed to sneak one in here just before the month ended, but that's fine because, as I said, we're letting that news pile up to make sure we got lots of fun stuff to talk about, and we do have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Just a real quick sort of rundown. We've got the San Diego Comic-Con NECA exclusives to talk about. Keeping on the NECA train, we've got some new reveals in regards to their sort of Universal Monsters setup. We've got some more pre-orders to go up from like Secret of the Ooze. We've got some Super 7 news to talk about, some Playmates like Street Fighter crossover stuff. So lots of stuff to talk about. And first and foremost, thank you very much to Red Foreman. It says, great afternoon. Dan, excited for tea. Turtles and tea. Thank you very much, Red Foreman. Much appreciated. Full rundown of stuff to talk about. Before we do that, let me just do the housekeeping real quick. You know the score, already mentioned it. This is a spin-off of the Dan Who Network. Legends and Liquor this week on Sunday. We got the normal live show on Thursday. Me and Tanner talking Turtles and Tea today. And then hopefully we do another Joe's and Juice very soon with Mark and Tom. Shout out Tom, who's on holiday. Hope you're having fun, my friend. Just like the Red Foreman just did, you can contribute to the channel, help out the show, and be a part of the show. Honestly, any super chat over £4 or $4, a robot Friday will read it out loud and your comments will be read onto the show. Literally, best way to contribute and be a part of today's stream. Much appreciated. And again, if you want to become part of Legends and Liquor and be on the channel, then hit that join button. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. And I always like to plug the merch when I can, and we have to on Turtles and Tea, to be fair, because we have our own merch. So I'll put the link into the chat right now because we have got Turtles and Teas, t-shirts and mugs. Now, this isn't a quick get-rich-quick scheme. This is just literally there for you to promote the brand, all right? So I'll put the link in the chat right now for you and use code HALFIRE. That's HALFIRE, all capitals, for 10% off. And I've been told that via emails and stuff that the website's actually upping their prices in June. So this is the last day to get a decent price, all right? So use that Hellfire code, get yourself 10% off, and get yourself a nice Turtles and Tea mug. Like, look at that, people. I went for the purple, but mine always looks blue on camera. I swear it's just a camera trick. It's meant to be purple. It's meant to represent Donatello, of course, the best turtle, if you didn't know already.
I prefer a more red.
Red. Oh, okay. I wonder if there's a
red colour with my mug. Although I have got a T-shirt as well. It's light blue,
Red
royal
Foreman
blue.
donated
Really,
Oh, hang on. We got
$4.99.
super chat from Red Foreman real quick. Thank you very much.
Motu and mixed drinks, or He-Man and Hennessy.
Yeah, look, if I ever do a spin-off for Motu, Masters of the Universe, then Red Foreman, you're going to be my first call, because I told you I need to be educated. I was a little bit I think I'm a little bit too young to be proper embedded in the Motu stuff. Are you a Motu fan, Tanner, before we get into Turtles?
I've watched it. I wouldn't say it's one of my great interests. I think I was, like yourself, just towards the tail end of it. So I've seen the cartoons and whatnot.
Yeah, no, same as that. But I like Hennessy, so I can, as I said, and you know I like talking toys, so we'll make it happen one day, Red Foreman. I told you I'd do a spin-off every day of the week. That's no secret. But okay, what was I showing real quick? Oh, okay, I just wanted to show you. I want to say hello to the chat, and then we can get into some talk. So let me see if the chat will actually pop up. So, again, this will live on YouTube for the replay. We don't expect crazy numbers here live on a random Tuesday talking Turtles. But if you are here, please let yourself known, and we'll give you a shout-out live. That's what it's all about, all that interaction. So, of course, let me scroll up a little bit. If you're right now, it will pop up in the chat, and you can go back to lurking away. Mark Rose is in the building. Mike Hex is here. Jay's Toys Collection. He's also ill with the Rona, I think, in bed. So get well soon, Jay. I have to have Jay back on here very soon when he's feeling better. Damien's in the chat as well. He says Turtle Power Baxter Stockman needs his own cup of soup brand. That would be pretty good. Stockman, I get it. I know what he's going for there. Shout out Literal Action Figs. The Fossil, Mark Tac Tac. Plastic is a hell of a drug. I like that name. It certainly is, my friend. It really is. Okay, Stryden as well. I appreciate you all. And, of course, Red Foreman. So, let's not mess around. Let's get into some Turtle news, right? But before we do, it's been a month, and I like to talk about toys. So, let's talk about some new Turtle toys, all right, Tanner? Have you got anything new that we can talk about in hand?
I've literally just had something turn up today. While I was ill in bed, this brightened up my day.
Perfect timing.
And it kind of goes on with some of the reveals that we're going to talk about later. But we got the Hunchback Leo.
It's looking great. Look,
yes,
I'm the same. I'm the same as Tanner, by the way. So this hasn't actually appeared in many places in the US yet. Usually the US get it first, but we seem to be getting lucky with distribution at the minute. But yeah, this is Igor Leo. So Tanner's turned up today on Turtles Tuesday, which is perfect. So you've had it out of the box. You've done a reel on Instagram. I'll get that up in a sec.
I have.
So what's your first thoughts now you got it out of the box?
I like it. It's the detail on it is really, really good. The little stitching, the little bit of a soul patch he's got going as well. The articulation in the knees isn't great, but he's a hunchback. You don't want him getting in too articulated poses. And I love the fact you can do this. You can open up his shell.
I like that. Things fall out.
And you can store everything in it. Things fall out. Yeah, it's quite cool. He goes well with Frankenwrap. Where did that skull go? There it is. Yeah, he's got a brain in a jar. And as you can see, I did a little reel earlier as well. So please check it out and like. Little brain in a jar, which is quite cool.
Go and check out the Super Turk 5000 on Instagram for more than one reason today, but we'll get into that before we end the show. But yeah, nice little reel there showing off the figure in hand. As I said, not many people have this in hand yet. I haven't opened mine yet. I'm tempted to do a review. If you think I should do a review of this, please let me know in the chat. Because as I said, not many people have got their hands on this yet. But just looking at it in Tanner's hand, it looks massive. Like I thought the box was big, but seeing it in Tanner's hand, it looks hefty. It looks nice.
Yeah.
So, of course, we're going to get into some more Universal toy news because some news dropped today. But as I said, we'll get there eventually. We're not in a rush. We're here for a while. So, yeah, there's the Leo. We've got Raph and we've got others to talk about. Let me talk about some new toys, Tanner, because you know me with Super 7. You're already sort of...
Yeah.
Would you say you're a completionist when it comes to the Turtle Super 7 stuff?
I would say, yeah, why not?
Yeah, okay, why not?
Yeah. I've got everything so far.
Exactly,
so
technically you are a completionist right now. I have been dabbling, and then since I got the van, since I committed to getting that van, I was like, well, I need to sort of backtrack and make sure I'm getting at least the A-list characters. And then luckily for me, I saw it in the UK called Sunny Toys. If you're in the UK, maybe use Clock this. They did a sale, and I don't use the website much. And I was like, this sale was one of those too good to be true type sales. It was like 60% off, and it had some of the TMNT Super 7 stuff. So I was like, okay. So I hesitantly checked out, thinking, this is going to backfire. I'm going to get an email saying out of stock or something. But no, they all turned up. So, like, I'm pleasantly surprised and really happy to report I've been adding some new figures to my own Super 7 collection. So, Jamie talked about it earlier. Baxter Stockman. I remember having this as a kid, and now I've actually got the Super 7 version, which is obviously what it's inspired by in the first place. But yeah, it's really good. And I've just noticed Laser Pants in the chat jumping in going, you guys get everything first except the feet. He's not wrong. He knows what that's about. Poor Donny still hopping around upstairs. So yeah, I got back to Stockman, one of my favourite sort of Playmates figures as a kid, one of my favourite villains anyway. I've got the Sensei himself, of course, Master Splinter. And what's so great about these figures is that I actually have some of the figures on card. So this is one of the many re-releases. This isn't like an original. This is one of the many re-releases. But it's still nice to have it on card anyway. So you get that this figure is inspired by this figure essentially. So in here you get a soft good robe and a plastic robe. I think, is that true? I think I can see it.
I believe so. I haven't opened mine up, but from what I've seen, I think he does come with 2 robes.
Well, I look though, Tanner, Turtles and T. He actually comes with Turtles and T, because behind him, behind the cup, there's an actual turtle, and then in front of it, there's some T. Turtles and T.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Repping the brand, isn't it? Even Super 7 are repping the brand. That's what it is.
Like that, and then last one I got, and again, these were all £15. £15! Considering they're usually £50, this was a bargain. I would have got more if they had more, but these were the only ones they had. And Mutagen Man as well, who is a hefty figure. And I always forget that he's actually a good guy who's just horribly mutated. Because I was like, why isn't he on the purple packaging? And then I was like, of course, he's a good guy. But yeah, he looks hefty. So I need about 4 more, Tanner. I think I need Muckman, Muckman, Joe Eyeball, Mondo Gecko.
Definite one I would say pick up.
Yeah, Mondo Gecko, Casey Jones, and Metalhead. I think they're the 4 I need. So hopefully I'll backtrack and get some of them. But I have one last shout out from myself. So shout out the Army Building King, Mark Tatak. Me and him did a little trade. And he got me one of these 2-packs. So his Army Building G.I. Joes at the minute. So we did a little trade, sent him some Joes. He sent me this 2-pack and he sent me some putties as well for the Power Ranger shelf. So very happy to add some more cartoon, because this 2-pack's not easy to obtain at the minute. Obviously you can get these by the deluxe route, but this 2-pack itself is not too easy to obtain. So very happy for that. So shout out Mark Tatak, the Army Building King, of course. So that's it from me on the turtle front. Tanner, any more from you?
As you know, I've been collecting like the old. I'm trying to get at least the turtles from every iteration. I managed to get the Rise of the TMNT, and also the turtles, and also the turtles from the 2007 movie. So I've got Splinter, I've got all 4 turtles, and I've got Rappers, the Night Watcher.
Nice.
So here is.
Are they Playmates?
Mr. Night Watcher. Yeah, they are. Nobody else did any versions of these, so just pick them up.
And that's the CGI movie, right?
Yeah, that's the animated one, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
No, as I said, I like the... I imagine this epic sort of display one day when you've set it all up with like a different iteration of the turtle from every era and everything. It'll be really cool to have that for sure. Yeah. I started dabbling in that. I've got a version, well, not of every version, but I've got a lot of Donatellos, if that makes sense. I've got a Donatello from all the Playmates figures down the lines and stuff. So, but a team of 4 would be really good for display for sure. And talking about 4. Let's get straight into some turtle news. So there's a lot of news to talk about, but we're going to start off with the headline, I think, especially considering you can pre-order this week. And like, this is not, I'm not going to lie, Tanner, this is going to give me anxiety on Friday. But let's talk about the positives first and foremost. So NECA revealed on World Turtle Day, I believe, which is perfect for it. They revealed their cartoon exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con 2022. This year there's an actual convention happening in San Diego. Thank God, the world is slowly creeping back to normal. But thankfully, also, they are putting some online, which we'll talk about in a second. But let me just read the blurb from NECA, and then we can break down some of these pictures. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon Mutagen 4-pack is, of course, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for 2022. Calabunga dudes, this San Diego Comic-Con exclusive box set is based on the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon featuring brand new, highly detailed sculpts and deluxe packaging. This special set contains fan favourites Bebop Rocksteady, Hamato Yoshi, and Baxter Stockman making his action figure debut. All in their human forms, ranging from 5-inch to 7-inch tall and have over 30 points of articulation. This set is packed with accessories like interchangeable hands, fishbowl, tiny pet turtles, spray cans, boombox, crowbar, chain, butterfly net, mouser, and more. Packed in a slick, display-friendly fifth panel packaging window box, paying homage to the classic home video illustrations. So here we have it, Tanner, the Mutagen 4-pack. There it is, the packaging, and then inside we get the 4 human versions of these bad guys. Well, Hamato Yoshi is Splinter, of course, not a bad guy. But we get Bebop and Rocksteady, Splinter, Hamato Yoshi, and Baxter Stockman, as they said, for the very first time in figure form. So we've already got him, obviously, as a bulk fly thing. Now we have him in figure form. So Tanner, when this was first shown, we always get excited about these. What was your reaction?
I really enjoyed it. I like the looks of most of them. I think Baxter Stockman's head looks a little bit too narrow. I think that's just probably because of the glasses they got on there. They're very thick, and it makes his head look quite narrow. I'm sure it'll be different once I get him in hand. But some of these accessories are amazing. I mean, especially those little miniature turtles in a jar from that early episode where they get shrunk down is amazing.
They're all separate turtles as well. Like, they're all separate turtles you can put in the jar.
Yeah. I'm talking about, if you scroll right a little bit, the other way, sorry.
Oh, there. Oh, yeah,
in the corner, in the little canister jar, the grown-up turtles in the that is awesome. I know the Mousers are being shipped soon as well.
Yeah, we should say that.
Mouser.
Yeah, we should say that. NECA have sent an update this week or the week before saying that Mousers are being prepared for shipment. So if you ordered Mousers and the Deluxe Foot Soldiers together, you're going to be waiting a little bit longer. But if you just pre-ordered the Mousers on their own back in January, or late December, I think it was, they are starting to ship. And you went for 2 Mouser sets, right?
I did go for 2 Mouser sets. I mean, they're nice and small, so you can just kind of pepper them all around in a display. Yeah. And if future diorama sets come out, then you can like sprinkle them invading those areas as well.
Indeed.
That Hamato Yoshi is amazing. I do like that. Can't wait to get that in hand.
Lots of interchangeable hands as well.
Get it? Yes.
Yeah. Karate, and he's got the best weapon a turtle could need, a bow staff.
A bow staff, yes.
It's all you need. It's all you need to defend yourself. It's a giant stick. And then obviously Bebop and Rocksteady. Now we got Scratch in the loot crate set. Scrag, I think it is. Yeah, my bad. It's been, as I said, Loot Crate is a mess at the minute, so God knows if we will ever get that figure or not. But he is a member of the Rocksteady and Bebop gang. Obviously now we have these, and thank you very much, Red Foreman, once again. I'll let Friday read that out.
Red Foreman donated $4.99. This set is going to make people waiting on Loot Crate Scrag really angsty.
Yeah, that was exactly what we just mentioned. That was perfect timing. Thank you, Red Foreman. So yeah, Scrag. So yeah, the human version. So basically, what's great about that Loot Crate, if we ever get it, is it comes with the interchangeable head to make Scrag the little rat as well. I think he's a rat anyway. So now we can create our own little human crew for Rocksteady and Bebop from those early episode. Yeah, that mini-series, isn't it? And Jay's Toys Collection UK, he says, still losing my mind over this 4-pack, hoping England is recognised as a country on Friday before it sells out. Human Backstar is my most wanted. So yeah, we'll talk about the pre-order thing in a minute because, as I said, I usually have a a lot to say about NECA and pre-orders. But just as I said, with the Human Rocksteady and Bebop, you liking this? Happy we got these?
Yeah, you know what? I am liking these a lot. They come with a little boombox as well, spray paint can, nice little builds. They're looking like chunky figures, like they should be before they got turned into the Warthog and the Rhino. But yeah, I am looking forward to this set. Very excited.
What's great about Bebop and Rocksteady is that they could have easily, right, like some other companies have done, just pop a human head on the other bodies maybe and just repainted them a little bit. But thankfully, they seem to be minimal reuse and it actually looks like two human characters, which I appreciate. Also, the chat are letting me know that Scrag is a bat, so thank you very much. I knew it was ratty, but he's a ratty bat. But yes, bat.
Vermin.
Yes. I like Tanner. I'm very excited for these. I love always like superheroes, right? I say this all the time. When we get a masked hero, I like having the unmasked head, the man behind the mask type thing. I like having that representation on the shelf in regards to Peter Parker's just as important as Spider-Man type thing. Now, obviously, scale that down a little bit. And before these were mutated into the animals' mutations, they were human characters. So now we can have sort of a pre-set up before they were mutated on the shelf. And I like that this set, as I said, it's got some main players as well. Bebop and Rocksteady are undoubtedly the top two henchmen, the top two bad guys for Shredder. Shredder's a human, obviously, so you could post them with Shredder. Hamato Yoshi is Splinter, of course, iconic.
Yeah.
So needed him. And then Baxter Stockman is just, for the first time ever in action figure form. Again, the accessories, bravo. I'm really, really happy with this box set. Really, really happy. And if we jump back to some of the pictures, like they always do, they show off that really fancy diorama of the turtle layer that we hope one day goes up for pre-order. But yeah, really, really nice there. They look like they scale great with the turtles.
It's been dropped too many times for it not to be a thing.
I know.
Seriously. Too many little teasers.
But there they are eating pizza. So, okay, let's talk about the pre-order for a second because NECA have announced how we can get our hands on this. Obviously, we're over here in the UK. There's a massive ocean in between us, and there's also like a whole continent in between us because San Diego's like west coast. So like even if we swam all the way to the east coast, we've still got to get across country to get to San Diego. So there's probably no chance of me or Tanner getting to San Diego Comic-Con this year. But NECA do put up limited quantities. Now, what that limited quantity number actually is, nobody knows. It's a mystery. But they say they are putting limited quantities up for pre-order on their website, on the NECA store. Now, we've been pre-ordering and spending a lot of money on the NECA store this year and don't have a lot to show for it just yet, but fingers crossed we do soon. So far, so good. But Tanner, whenever exclusives go up for NECA, right, it's that mad scramble, that sweat, that stress, that refresh. I've got a computer, I've got a laptop, I've got my phone, I've got my iPad. I'm like, refresh. I'm an oiled machine. I'm like pressing all these buttons, trying to get this pre-order. But usually what happens is, Tanner, you get to the checkout, and like Jay said in the chat, NECA goes, What's Great Britain? What's the United Kingdom? We don't recognise this as a destination. Sorry, you can't check out. And then like we panic as things sell out, and then people are like, "Oh, things are selling out," and we're like, "We can't even check out." As you can tell, I'm already getting a little bit flustered just thinking about it. Help me calm down. Help me release this stress, Tanner. Okay, can we get these on Friday?
I will give a couple of positives about this. I will say so. Friday. You don't have to worry about fitting this in about work. One of the advantages we do have, holiday, as we have a 2-day bank holiday. So you can fit it in at your own pleasure. Just make sure you're logged in as and when.
I'll be ready.
Now, aside from the whole Hall-a-thon nonsense,
I hate that word.
The most recent pre-orders they have done, namely Bride April, namely a couple of the other ones as well. Yeah, the van, it's gone through without a hitch. So, fingers crossed. I know there is that chance, especially as these are limited as well. We don't know how limited. But I'll be quite positive in saying that I think we'll be able to get some. I don't think there'll be let me rephrase. I hope there'll be no issues with the checkout, with the delivery. NECA's kind of got it down after a few initial hiccups. We've now only got to wait till Friday to find out whether or not we get it.
So yeah, this time last year when we were like scrambling to get the newsroom 4-pack, you couldn't check out as a UK destination. It was a pain in the ass. Things started to sell out. So like I eventually got what I wanted, but it was stressful. It was stressful. But again, these are first world problems I'm well aware, but still. And then also on the April sort of coats sort of nonsense, where they wasn't even an international option on the website, and things started to sell out. Do you know, like, it was just a pain in the ass. So, like you said, hopefully NECA have learnt from these problems and they just make it easy. Those pre-orders we're alluding to, like the recent April, like the recent Turtle Van, I don't think limited quantities the word was ever used. So you could just check out within that 2-week window without stressing, where these will probably sell out same day. And if there's anything else you want from these NECA exclusives as well, then you're going to be going back to add something else to your basket. So again, I know we're focusing on Turtles, but is there anything else from that NECA exclusive reveals that you want?
No, but I do like that bride Greta from Gremlins 2.
And that's what I was alluding to. I like the Gremlin stuff, and I sort of want that as well. But I'm panicking. Yeah. I'm thinking, do I just add this to basket and just check out? Just get out there safely with this? Or do I risk it, add this to basket, go back for Greta, then try and check out? I just feel like I may have to miss Greta for the greater good here and get this.
I mean, you never know. You may. What I would say, probably the Turtles one will be a lot more popular. So if you finish the sale, that should be the priority, I would say. And if you get that, go back and check to see if Greta's still there. Yeah. You never know. It may not sell as quickly as this box set. So you may get lucky.
I'm just going to show the picture for people who are curious. So, again, for the NECA exclusives that are going to go up for pre-order on Friday, you've got The Thing, which is that ultimate version, which is based on the actual promo of the original movie, which is an interesting piece for sure. Perfect for a sort of convention exclusive. They've got some Dungeons and Dragons, like 4-inch figures. Now, I think these are based off the animated series, but that flies right over my head. Cannot remember this at all. Never seen it. No attachment to that, unfortunately. But I do love Gremlins 2, of course, the new batch. So, and I have all the Ultimate Gremlins so far. So I sort of want Bride. Again, this is the type of thing where if Amanda knew I was buying, she'd like leave me. But I do want Bride Greta. So yeah, Bride Greta, and of course the Turtles. That's what I'm going to try and get on Friday. But yeah, I think Tanner's right. Play it safe and get this 2-pack, 4-pack first. So price point. Did they say the price on this?
I believe it's 150.
Yeah, 150. I think it is
the same as that recent Turtles 4-pack.
Yeah.
So yeah. So the thing is, with regards to the conversion rates, we may get it a little bit cheaper. We always don't
add shipping on top.
Never
I think
too crazy.
Yeah, I think 150 is like a fair number to go into expecting. Oh, and Damien in the chat says, no, it's the D&D game, I think. Yeah, again, I don't know any details about the D&D figures, but yeah, there you go. They're the game. People in the chat are also saying, Literal Action Figs is saying, no, Dan, get the Turtles safe and then go back. Yeah, that's probably the sensible option for sure. And literally, he also says 150. So yeah, we were spot on, 150 there. So yeah, great set. Very happy with this. Very happy they did a cartoon exclusive as well. Even though it stresses me out trying to get these things, they're very hype at the minute on the Mirage stuff. I genuinely thought we were going to get a Manimals, like Mutanimals, yes, one of them. I thought we were going to get an exclusive with some of them, or some of the. We even guessed that we may get some of the Archie comic Turtles or something, or a re-release of the Mirage stuff. I don't know. So I'm glad for my own personal collection because I love this Turtle cartoon line that they went in this route. But again, it was also the anniversary of Secret of the Ooze, so they could have done something from that. So, but yeah, this was the only Turtle exclusive, which is okay. Happy days. Let's try and get this, and less to stress about, I guess. But there you go. One last look at the pictures. There's the little. Let's see if we can zoom in on that real quick. And there is the little pot. Yeah, it looks really good. Red Foreman with the super chat again.
Red Foreman donated $4.99. The D&D set are based on unproduced prototypes from the original toy line.
There you go. I should have done some research before I started talking about something I had no idea about. But yeah, thank you very much, Red Foreman. He says the D&D set are based on an unproduced prototypes from the original toy line. Is that original toy line based off the cartoon or just based off the lore of the game? Curious. And every time a Super Chat comes on, it's a perfect opportunity for me to plug the mug. Turtles and Tea. Go and get it in your favourite turtle colour right now.
Red.
Yeah, if you're Tanner, it's red.
Yes.
Okay, let's go back to that. 3 more pictures. There he is. Hamato Yoshi in the background there. You can see the turtles in the bowl as well. If you look, there they are. Little baby turtles in the bowl. And there's the best weapon any turtle could need, the bow staff. What else we got? There's Bebop, and there they are. They just look so good. Really good. Look at that.
I echo that sentiment. They look amazing. They look exactly like they did in the comics. In the cartoon. Sorry, I'm getting my lore mixed up now.
But,
so they are looking very, very good.
Yeah, perfect. All right, cool. So there's the NECA stuff, which, as I said, I'm undoubtedly going to stress about on Friday. Do we know what time? It's going to be out at 1 p.m. UK time, isn't it? Because it's usually Eastern, like early Eastern, I think.
Oh, I'm not sure. I need to double check it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I need to double check it.
If someone in the chat knows what time on Friday these NECA exclusives go up for pre-order, please remind us in the chat, because I don't think I've read it anywhere yet. And we have to work out the time difference, because they only give it us Eastern, so we have to figure out the maths and try and hope we don't get it wrong. But like Tanner said, we are off work, so I need to tell Amanda on Friday afternoon, leave me alone and give me all the iPads in the house. Let's go, try and get one of these things.
Well, if you guys are having a street party for the Jubilee, just send her out to enjoy the party for a few minutes. Yeah. You get what you need to sorted, and then you can go and join the party.
All right, let's keep going on with this turtle news, right? And let's stay relevant, all right? So that was the main event, of course. The NECA, the convention exclusives. Great Mutant 4-pack. But today, literally today, the 31st of May, NECA just released some news for the last day of, is it Monster Mayhem, I think they call it? Or?
Monster Mayhem,
yes, Monster Mayhem. So they've been, giving little teasers and tidbits of figures from all lines, but obviously monster related. And they got a couple of turtle reveals throughout the month, which we'll get into. But the one that came out today, they've released a picture of Hamato Yoshi himself, but in his splinter form, in a sort of live action mix up or mash up, if you will, as Van Helsing. Before Tanner says anything, Red Foreman with the super chat again.
Red Foreman donated $4.99. The game, as far as I'm aware, hopefully NECA will do the cartoon figures in their 7-inch scale.
Thank you very much, Redford. So he's back on about those D&D figures again. The game, they're based off the unproduced prototypes of the game, not to the cartoon. But I think they are starting to do ultimate versions of that cartoon as well, I believe. But Turtles. I can't talk about D&D, but we can talk about Turtles. Even though this is for the first time we're getting this Monster Mayhem Universal Monster Turtle mashup. Now, we've already seen a couple of the Turtles. Tanner even showed off Igor Leo at the start of the show in hand. Now their master is going to be hunting them down. Tanner, what do you think of Van Helsing's Splinter?
I think it looks very good. I don't think he'll be hunting them down because, as we discussed previously, there is an 8-figure wave. But if you look at a lot of the accessories you have there, they're very vampire hunting accessories. So you've got the garlic, you've got the crossbow. I've heard a rumor that the Shredder is going to be Dracula, because it's an 8-figure wave. We've got 6 figures released already. Shredder's probably going to be Dracula and maybe a foot soldier as a vampire. So he'll be gathering the team together to follow him to go after Dracula Shredder.
Okay. I like that. I can get with that. So Splinter, Van Helsing, revealed today. This is the only picture we've got. We've got nothing else. They've showed us nothing else. But from what we can see, it's like, if I zoom in down here, it's definitely the sort of base body of that movie Splinter. But then it's got like a jacket, like a leather jacket overlay, which means new arms, of course. But it seems like an overlay on the body. Nice fur collar. Then he's got the big belt strap, and that's a hollow sort of base in the back. So that's going to be for weaponry, whether it's his bow or whatever he's got. So you can definitely store some weapons on him. You've got some like stakes on the chest where you usually have like bullets and stuff. You've got all the stakes there. He's got a stick or a bow. Yeah, no, I think it's a bow. Like if you look closely,
it's a little crossbow.
Yeah, a crossbow with some garlic on. And obviously he's got his crossbow gun as well. And then there is a cross on the table which he could come with. Again, anything on the table is like there you go. There's some more arrows there. We could assume he comes with some arrows. Maybe some parchment or a book, maybe the skull, maybe some candles, a jar of nothing. I don't know what actually comes with Splinter. Nobody does yet, but that's what we've got so far. Van Helsing Splinter, which is very interesting. So far, we know what all the turtles are, and we're getting to that in a minute, but they're all monsters. So now Splinter may have to hunt down his own sons after turning into monsters. Very interesting. But let's stay in this theme, though, because this is all we've seen for Splinter so far. But some more were revealed. So again, let's stay on this Monster Mayhem theme. Earlier on in the month, NECA revealed the Mummy box. So now we've got Raph as the Frankenstein. Now we've got Leonardo as the Hunchback. There's the next one that we're meant to be getting is the Mummy. Michelangelo as the Mummy. And the packaging is really nice, to be fair. There's the front, there's the back. They always do some really fancy graphics and stuff based off those those Universal Monster movies from back in the day. But that wasn't all they revealed. They revealed the box for the next turtle. So it's now been confirmed because on the side of this box, we get like silhouettes. So obviously that's April, we'll talk about in a minute. That's clearly the Splinter we've just seen. Splinter had the glasses and the hat, obviously. And then who's this guy? That was clearly Donatello, but who is he? And I think if we go back and listen to some Turtles and Tea, Tanner, I think at least one of us predicted this correctly.
Yeah.
Not that it was rocket science, but still, it's always nice to know we get it right. It is, of course, the Invisible Man, Donatello. So they saved the best till last, in my opinion. Donatello as the Invisible Man. So yeah, this is the only picture we've seen. We've not seen anything else, but we can see a turtle head there. He's got the wraps around him. He's got the goggles as well, and he's got like a purple lapel, maybe, something. Big coat.
He's also got like little hair sticking out between the bandage and the top of his head.
Oh, okay. Let's have a little zoom in if it will let me. Let's see if I can steal that picture and have a little zoom. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, some little tufts of hair sticking out the bandages. I like the goggles. As I said, there's the little purple lapel on the sort of. What do you call it? A smoker's jacket? I forget what you call those with the big collars or whatever like that. I don't know why smoker jacket comes to mind, but
is not like a trench coat or something, is it? Sort of.
No, I know what I'm. Again, it's a jacket, people. He's got a jacket, and he's also got like a. He's got the jacket on because you can see the collar, but he's also got like a strap. So like, is that part of the jacket, or is he holding something? Is he carrying something? Like, curious.
We will find out when they eventually reveal more on this figure.
Yeah, so
it is exciting.
No pre-order yet, but what do you think of Donatello as the Invisible Man? You happy with this pick?
Yeah, I mean, it's just box art. I mean, we have seen figures of literally all the other so far, so it seems odd that they've just released the box art of this. Even with Splinter, they've released
a picture,
the actual figure, a picture. This, we just got a box, so there isn't really much to go on. There's not much meat on the bone, but it's a case of, I'm sure, I mean, so far, out of the two I have received, they are my favourite figures of the year so far.
Oh, wow.
Raph, I would say, is top. Leo, I need a little bit more time with him before I could say, but I have faith with how these will look, how these will look, how they will be. So we just got to wait for a little bit more.
So many accessories are with these figures, and like interesting accessories as well. Like Igor comes with like a brain in a jar, and then his shell opens up. So I do always get very curious about what type of accessories will come with these figures, because I know Michelangelo comes with like sort of two heads, and he comes with different weapons and like I think some mice or something like that, or rats or something.
Rats.
Yeah. So like I am always curious, especially with the Invisible Man. Like, you can definitely have some fun gimmicks in regards to what accessories he can come with, whether it's different glasses or hats or whatever. But yeah.
I mean, can you imagine if the head comes off and basically you can make him invisible?
This is what I'm saying. Like
technically, I have him here.
Yes, the exclusive reveal from Tanner. Yes. But yeah, with it like a translucent head sculpt or something like that. That would be great. I think if you could have a translucent head sculpt and like different pieces you could put on him, like a pair of glasses or a hat or whatever to sort of show it. I think that would be really good. Shout out the Wolfpack in the chat. He just says a little turtles and tea with my mates. There you go. That's 100% true. Welcome, Miguel. Hope you're well. Literal Action Figs also said that they never said a pre-order time, which is good to know. Now we know we've got to listen out for the NECA stuff. I bet Donnie gets revealed via the GDDX stop motion commercial. Yes, we haven't had a commercial for Donnie yet. That'll be a great way to see what accessories he come with and how he looks complete. But it is nice to know, confirmed, Donatello is the Invisible Man. So we got Raph of Frankenstein. We got Leonardo as Igor, the Hunchback, essentially. Michelangelo as the Mummy, the Invisible Man of Donatello. I'm happy with that as the Turtles. We've seen Splinter of Van Helsing, but there's more. There's more, and she's up for pre-order. And Tanner's already got his pre-ordered. So April, of course, joins the party. And this isn't like just the makeup, but this is live action. Shout out California Red Devil with the super chat. Thank you very much.
California Red Devil donated $4.99. Donnie is easy to overlook on the team, so Invisible Man makes sense. Just my obligatory Donnie hate donation. Cheers. Go Warriors.
It was a super chat, so I have to be really careful and kind here, because I do appreciate the super chat, but I don't appreciate those words. That is taking advantage of the Friday service, because I don't like Friday saying that. But he says, Donnie is easily overlooked on the team. I do not agree. So the Invisible Man makes sense. Just my obligation, Donnie hate donation. Cheers, go Warriors. I appreciate you, California Red Devil, but please be nice to Donnie, all right? He's going through some hard times. The man is invisible. The missus is bringing me pizza now. How appropriate. That is perfect, Jay. Does she deliver? Does the Cheeky Monkey have some sort of delivery service? That would be great. I was just saying to Tanner before we went live, I'm starving, so some pizza would go down well. And shout out Andrew Clark. How you doing? I think that's my uncle again. Hello. How you doing? He goes mad if I don't say hello, so hello. So yeah, back to April. Oh, sorry. So Bride of Frankenstein is up for pre-order. She was up for pre-order first via the NECA store during that 2-week window, which I believe, Tanner, that's where you got her from, correct?
So yeah, they released. They are really capitalizing on this Judith Hogue likeness deal they've got going.
They're good friends with Judith Hogue at the minute, ain't they? Like, what else can we do?
Exactly. So it's a case of they had the signature edition and the normal edition as well.
Did it come with a yellow raincoat?
No, the only difference was a little bit of card with a signature on.
Okay. Don't need
so, yeah, it's looking good. Although if she's Bride of Frankenstein, she's married to Raph, which seems like an odd pairing.
Mikey will be jealous.
Yeah. Same Casey as well, I guess, if they're going by the movie there.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
Yes. But it looks good. Nice little accessories. The old mic, the stick with the old school microphone on the end. That looks quite cool. And she comes with a extra side for Raph, like because she got it in the movie as well.
Yep.
But I'm liking this. It's going to be a nice little addition to the team for when they decide to hunt down vampires.
Yeah.
If that is the case, if I'm correct.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Again, so like she's up for pre-order right now. So I never pre-ordered her via NECA Store. NECA Store got too much of my money in March as it is. So I held out and I've just pre-ordered her via the usual UK channels. So I think Tanner will probably get her, if it works out properly, months before I do. Which is fine. I'm fine waiting for April. Like as I said, with this line, I'm all in on this line. But it's a slow burn. If we get all the turtles by the end of the year, I'll be very happy for a nice little unique display for sure. This line does make me want to go and get like the normal Universal monsters as well, though. Do you know, like to sort of create some sort of amalgamation on a display, like go and get the actual Frankenstein, go and get the actual Mummy. Do you know, like does that not make you a little bit itchy?
Not quite for the actual line, but for the accessory sets, 100%. Because the Mummy accessory set and the Frankenstein accessory set, they look really, really good. And hopefully it's a case of I'm sure they'll work with these as well. They're probably the Frankenstein table is a little bit too small for Raph, maybe, but I'm hoping beyond hope that sarcophagus can fit in Mommy Mikey. Just to have him like peeking out, it would be such a cool.
I think
way
it would be
to
great.
display it.
I just don't think it's going to happen. I think it'll be too small. Shout out, your boy's got toys in the chat. He says crazy that the UK has a whole ass holiday for one little X-Men member. Look, we're just big X-Men fans. Rich M has been campaigning for a Jubilee celebration. Jubilee's his favourite X-Men, and the super producer gets what he wants. He's the source. He has his sources. He made it happen. He got the Queen on side, essentially. He made so yeah. The Jubilee 2-day bank holiday weekend. I'm not complaining. Also, Cheeky Monkey Kiara is in the chat. She says, "Hey everyone, I hear you're talking about my pizza. Was it a homemade? What type of pizza? I'm now more curious, Cheeky Monkey Kiara. What toppings are on this pizza? I prefer like a meat feast. Like more meat the better for me on the pizza. What's your favourite pizza toppings, Tanner?
I like the I kind of like a little mix of everything, like a chicken supreme kind of thing, or a maybe some pepperoni. But you can't beat a good margarita as well.
Mate, I'm starving. So. Honestly, you're making me hungry just talking about that. Mini Plastic Multiverse just jumped in and says, "Hi all, just dropping in to say hi. Hello, my friend. Enjoy your holiday wherever you are." I don't even know where he is, but he's on holiday somewhere. Enjoy. Hope you're having fun. And Rich M also popped up with some Jubilee celebration fireworks, which is very on point. Beautiful. Thank you to everyone who's in the chat. We still appreciate you. I'm tempted to just continue the rest of the stream talking about pizza because I'm so hungry, but we won't. We'll continue with this turtle talk. And let me just flick through the pictures here of April again. She looks great. As I said, we've both pre-ordered her. Of course, we're going to get her. They're not taking advantage of Judith Hogue. That's the wrong phrasing because Judith Hogue is like fully game for this. But they have a likeness on her TV from the accessory pack from the first movie. They have obviously the figure, the first movie figure. They have the 2-pack. With the Farm 2-pack, and now they have a likeness on this as well. So Judith Hogue is like, I'm making money 30 years later off this movie, like happy days. So
so I think out of all the live action Aprils, I think Judith is probably the best one. So
the girl who plays her in the second one, the girl who plays April in the second one is also the girl who plays her in the third, right? So she's actually had more screen. So that April's had more screen time than Judith Hogue. Why ain't NECA phoning her? Bit of favoritism there. What's going on? I bet that over April's well pissed off. She's like, look, Judith Hogue didn't even want the gig. I'm here. I'm joking.
You never know what may come forward. Look, they are hitting the second movie figures, so you never know.
They are. I'm sure she wants a piece of the pie. Okay, found. Chris Jamie Mack is in the chat. He says, "Hello, Dana. Happy Tuesday. Happy Turtle Tuesday. Same to you, my friend. Pizza pic on Dan's Insta DMs. Cheers, Jay. I may actually look for that in a minute and show it off. Cheeky Monkey Kiara's own special pizza. Just because she knew Jay was watching Turtles and Tea today. She was like, do you know what? I'll go great with that. Some pizza. And you're not wrong. Okay, there's all the pictures there. And I think, there you go. There's the box art. That's everything she comes with. 2 rats. One with, like, ears on. Some mutated, a little spider. She's got like a microphone, old-timey microphone though, of course, because she's still a reporter, even as Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's got the bag with a chain with a little bone sticking out. But very Frankenstein-esque. And I think she will probably be the next one we get in hand. Maybe Mikey before her, I don't know. But it definitely seems like we'll probably get her before we get Donnie or Splinter. But now we know what all these silhouettes are. All these silhouettes have now been revealed. And like Tanner said, are they going to go for Shredder and some zombies, or who knows? I doubt Toko and Razor are going to get a reissue here. So a Foot Soldier, I think a movie Foot Soldier and a Shredder makes more sense, because that would make 8, right? And then they get an army builder out of the Foot Soldier still. So,
or even Casey as well, maybe.
Casey would be great. Before we move on, what Universal sort of character do you reckon Casey Jones would be great with? Same question to the chat as well, by the way. Just a little bit of fan theory here, like. We got all the Turtles, we got Splinter, we got April. We assume we're going to get Splinter, a Foot Soldier. But if Casey Jones was going to be mashed with some type of Universal monster that we haven't seen so far, who would it be?
Okay, so maybe... Because I would have said the Wolfman was Splinter, but because I want a Wolfman now... I'll go with Casey as the Wolfman, because you can envision him as just like a beast of a character. just with his what's the word I'm looking for? Vigilantism, just attacking various criminals. So I can imagine him as like a animalistic wolfman.
I like it. No, I think that's a great pick for Casey Jones, Wolfman. And the chat agree. Stryden says a Wolfman. Mike Heck says a Wolfman. But the Wolfpack Tour reviews, he says Phantom of the Opera for Casey Jones. So does California Red Devil. He says Phantom for sure. Great picks. Literal Action Figs, he says Phantom of the Opera makes sense with a mask. That's very true. The mask theme sort of works for Phantom of the Opera. I like that a lot. Casey Jones should be Jason from Friday the 13th, but he's not Universal. That would also be great. Good picks. Again, I'll be curious if they do Casey, but it does seem like I think they did confirm 8, didn't they?
Yeah, I think when Raph was first revealed, I'm fairly certain I heard 8. The figure was 8.
Look, if this line is popular, there's no harm in stopping them from going, keeping it going. The Fossil in the chat says, I still need the Toon, Toko and Razor. Me too. Damn you. Yeah. So does Tanner. Damn you, Holophon. That's all we're going to say. Damn you, Holophon. We also need Toko and Razor in his cartoon form. I don't think anybody found them on the shelves at Target. I think poor Mike looks for us every single day of the week, and they're not there. So, God knows when we get them in the UK. No pre-order for them either. Sad times. But yeah, no Fox Monsters, says Cloud. Phantom of the Opera makes sense, says Daniel S. Phantom makes sense, the most sense as the Fossil. So, yeah. And the Wolfpack Tour review, Miguel says he should be the Wolfman. And I'm not going to argue with him.
No.
Okay.
I agree as well. Miguel should be the Wolfman.
So talking about pre-orders, we have had another pre-order during the month of May because it is the anniversary of The Secret of the Ooze. And upstairs on my display, we were just talking about Toko and Razor. I have the Super Shredder in the middle of Toko and Razor. It just makes sense. But it doesn't make sense because the Super Shredder isn't in the second movie. So I need a second movie. I need a Secret of the Ooze Shredder. Thankfully, NECA have put one up for pre-order, so I can have a more accurate setup on my display. So here we have the Secret of the Ooze Shredder. Now, this is no surprise. We knew we were getting this, but it's always nice to see those final images, to see what we're getting, what accessories and how he looks. So it's a much brighter purple because that second film was a little bit more, like, brighter, if you will. I guess it was more aimed at kids, wasn't it? A giant daffodil accessory was a great touch. Bottle of mutagen, a sword, some interchangeable hands, new design on the cape, it seems. So and it also a new design on the helmet, I think. The helmet in the second film was more of like a blade, if you will.
More jagged.
Yeah. So Tanner, what do you think of this Secret of the Ooze Shredder? You like it?
Yeah, I'm liking it. It goes well with the whole second movie stuff they're doing. I love the whole jagged aspect he had going on in this second movie. The purple does go linked towards like the cartoon, gives you that cartoon vibe, even though it's from the movie. I like the fact that he comes with the little vial that he ends up drinking to turn into Super Shredder. So... I've pre-ordered this. I got it through. I can't remember where I got it from, but I know I definitely pre-ordered this, and I'm eagerly awaiting his arrival so he can rant and rave with the fact that Toko and Razor are mentally challenged. We shall say.
Mama, don't they just scream "Mama" at him all the time? Mama,
yeah, they're children.
Mama.
They're children. Yeah, they're babies.
Just give them some donuts, they'd be good. But no, I love Secret of the Ooze, as I said. Like for me as a kid, I've seen that more than the original one. I think I've seen Secret of the Ooze first. I think I've said this before, but the first Turtle movie I've seen was Secret of the Ooze. So like I've always had that attachment over the first one. But as an adult, I can appreciate the first one's like a better movie. But I still can't help but love the Secret of the Ooze, even though it is a little bit more kid friendly, if you will. Like they don't even use their weapons, for God's sake. And as a kid, you don't even notice that. Like to be honest, like we do as adults, but as a kid, you don't notice that. You're like, you see Michelangelo with his sausages, and like you're like, yeah, this is normal. But yeah, Secret of the Ooze Shredder. Of course, I've pre-ordered him. I'm all in for all this movie stuff so far. The only thing I haven't got from the movie, Tanner, is the Farm 2-pack.
The Farm 2-pack. You didn't get that?
No. In this day and age where like figure prices are just going up, and I'm trying to also collect Legends and a few other bits, like something had to get cut. So if I'm only gonna have one April and Casey on the shelf, it's obviously the more iconic looks for April and Casey. Especially thanks to Rebel 10 Customs, we now have our yellow jacket raincoats. For April.
Shout out for that.
Yeah, it makes them look a lot better. But what's annoying me is I don't have an unmasked head for Casey because I never got the Ultimate Casey and I never got that 2-pack. So like, I am a little bit like getting a little bit itchy. Because I need that head.
Just do it. Just do it. I mean, there is also another movie figure you haven't got, but I'm not going to bring that up. Well, I'm not going to pull it out purely because of the fact that it's a touchy subject, I would say.
Oh, yes. You're on about the spirit of Splinter, ain't you? Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my own fault for not trusting Loot Crate. And to be fair, I still don't trust Loot Crate, but they have my money, and so I hope we still get some. I'm owed a lobster shredder. I'm owed some sort of animated shark. I'm owed What pains me the most about Loot Crate, Tanner, is that my most wanted alternative version of the Turtles is the dark Donatello as the Dark Turtle. Basically Donatello, Batman combined, and it's the fourth bloody Loot Crate. Like, am I ever gonna see this? Am I ever gonna see it?
Who knows?
You still don't even have Danny, do you?
Nope, I don't have Danny. No idea when I'm gonna receive Danny. He's gotten to a stage now where it's pointless stressing about it or getting angry over it. When we get them is when we get them. It's just beyond the joke now.
It's the lack of communication, isn't it? It's the I know we're going off on a little Loot Crate rant tangent here, but it is relevant to Turtle news. Loot Crate still haven't shipped any of their stuff. There's rumours going online saying they're filing for bankruptcy, and there's a partition. There's a petition out there for people to try and do some sort of lawsuit because a lot of people pay via PayPal, including myself, and you can't issue a dispute with PayPal after a certain amount of time, and that time frame is now
6 months, was it?
Yeah, so that time frame is now passed essentially. So if Loot Crate just go, sorry, we can't give you these figures anymore, we got to trust the kindness of Loot Crate to refund us. That's not going to happen, is it? So again, I just want my figures. At this point, as long as they say the figures are 100% coming, I can wait a little bit longer. Like you said, we've waited this long, but it's the lack of communication. What is wrong? And I know NECA always say that Loot Crate is a different company, but NECA should be speaking to Loot Crate on behalf of their fan base, going, "Come on, what's going on?" So yeah,
I mean,
something.
With regards to the first set of crates, they were actually quite fine with getting them out. There wasn't this huge delay or anything like that. The first set of crates arrived pretty quickly, even though it was the COVID time. So, yeah, okay, fine. You didn't have to wait as long as we're waiting now. But I think they probably, with regards to this specific one, they took too many orders for the Loot Crate that they couldn't handle, basically. And that's what's coming back to bite them on the arse now.
Yeah, Literal Action Figs in the chat saying he gets an email weekly about new Loot Crates being sold. So do I. It's very frustrating, isn't it? Like there's clearly a business model running there. Just give us some communication. It's the communication. It's stressful, but anyway, not going to harp on too much about it. Literal Action Fix also says Combat Cold Cuts and California Red Devil says I thought the UK removed the sausages scene. I don't remember them. I remember that scene very clearly, vividly in my brain. So I don't think the UK removed it. That's a wild rumor. Maybe they did in the cinema, but I didn't see the movie in the cinema. I've seen it on VHS.
It's that scene is on my copy of the DVD I have. So as far as I'm concerned, it's there. Yeah.
Mad Hatter read a bullshit NECA letter about the Loot Crate issue on his channel. By the way, I love the Mad Hatter channel. As again, when Turtle News comes out, I message Tanner, me and message each other, of course, but I occasionally will put Mad Hatter reviews on in the background just to... The man's a funny guy. So yeah, shout out Mad Hatter reviews. I'll try and get him on here. I don't think UK time zones will work out too great, but we'll try and make it happen because I'd love to have Mad Hatter reviews on here talking Turtles. He's the perfect man for it.
You know what? I reckon he would be a very good personality to have on.
Oh, absolutely. I'll reach out. He has no idea I exist, but I will slide into his DMs and make myself known. I'll be like, hey, I'm Dan. Come on get on the channel. Come and talk some Turtles and drink some tea. And Cheeky Monkey Kara will send you some pizza. Let's have a look at my Instagram before we move on. There's still some more Turtle news, by the way, people. We're not finished just yet. But I'm just so hungry. I need to see what this pizza looked like. Okay, so this is a picture live. This is the magic about doing this live. This is Jay. Poor Jay's in bed. He's not very well. And his missus, Cheeky Monkey Kiara, has brought him a whole pizza and a nice glass of water while he watches Turtles and Tea. Jay, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Get well soon, my friend. And that pizza looks delicious. Looks delicious,
Yes,
Cheeky Monkey Kiara.
does.
Great job.
I wish I can have a slice, but
Yes.
as of the moment, literally my diet consists of toast and water.
Yeah, Tanner's not very well either, by the way, people. So
No.
no pizza for Tanner. I'll eat his slice instead. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Right, continue with the Turtle news. Now, I was showing off some Super 7s earlier, and Tanner earlier also told me that he's a completionist. So I am very curious to hear Tanner's thoughts on this exclusive glow-in-the-dark Super 7 Foot Soldier. Now, is this the second glow-in-the-dark, but first super chat from Eric?
Eric Alfred Abel donated $5. I don't do TMNT, but I love them. The NECA Usagi Yojimbo has me pre-ordering it. The glow-in-the-dark figures are fantastic looking, very tempting.
Thank you very much, Eric Alfred Abel. Much appreciated. He says, I don't do Team NT, but I love them. The NECA Usagi Jimbo has me pre-ordering it, and the glow-in-the-dark figures are fantastic looking, very tempting. Yeah, that's the magic about Turtles. Like, whether you collect or not, you cannot help but be enticed by the character designs and the fun factor. And yeah, I think a lot of people that may not collect Turtles may have still jumped in on Usagi Yojimbo for sure. I ordered 2 because I was like, I need the cloaked one, I need one without the cloak, so I get it. But thank you very much for the super chat. And talking, that was perfect timing, Eric, because talking glow in the dark, I was about to ask Tanner, what do you think of this glow in the dark Foot Soldier?
So going back to your question earlier, this is the third one.
Okay.
So the other two are Baxter and Mutagen Man, I want to say.
You are correct.
Yeah.
You are absolutely
Yes.
correct.
This is
I was
the
testing
third one.
you. I was testing you. It was a test. You
Cool.
passed. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Now, it's a case of with the glow-in-the-dark, not really into it as a gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
However, with regard, as it's a foot soldier, I already technically may have a little mini army of Super 7 foot soldiers. I've got like 3 or 4.
Okay.
So, whether or not, the pre-order window for this has closed, so I may not necessarily pick this one up. A little bit too late to pick it up now, and I really don't want to pay secondary market big price for it either.
So, what was the detail? So, again, because I've been dabbling in Super 7, this wasn't something I was eager to go and get. So, was there a pre-order window for this? Was that the thing?
This was only available on the Super 7 website for a month.
Okay.
So it was a Super 7 exclusive. I don't think he was made available anywhere else, but I didn't really look for him, to be totally honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain he was a Super 7 exclusive. Now, it looks good. I'm sure, from what I've seen of the other glow-in-the-dark figures, it's a good gimmick, but it's that one step beyond of what I actually need.
Like you said, it's a gimmick. Super 7, again, they put it out there. They're not forcing anyone to buy this. It's like, if you want this, there it is. Some people love the glow-in-the-dark stuff. Mike in the chat says, he says, I have the glow-in-the-dark Mutagen Man, and he's awesome. I think Mutagen Man is like a perfect character for this gimmick. But I don't mind the Foot Soldier either, because, like you said, it's an army builder. And if you've got multiple of these on a display, and you just get a couple of glow-in-the-dark ones, and, just randomly place them in the army, when the lights turn off, boom, a couple of them are going to pop up. So I quite like that idea. To be fair, thinking about it, I don't even have a Super 7 Foot Soldier either, so I need to add that to my list. There's 5 Super 7s I still need. It's expensive time. But go on.
With the foot soldiers, you can't just have one.
Exactly. So there's 6 I need now. I need at least 2 to flank Shredder either side. And your boy's got toys the same. I got 3 Super 7 Foot Soldiers and stopped there. Yeah, 3's good number for an army builder. I stay with the even realm. I don't know why, I just always like even. Brandon is the opposite of me. We always say this on Thursdays. He's like odd numbers, I'm even. What are you for army builders? Are you an odd or even guy?
So with me, my army builders, I'm always on the 4. My 4 is always what I would need to complete an army. So it's an exact figure 4.
Yeah, even.
For a reason. Yeah, even.
I get that. Jay in the chat says, happy with exclusives can be passed on saves to stress. Yeah, again, no fault. Like, this is the perfect way to do exclusive from Super 7, is just give figures that people already... So it isn't like a brand new character that people are panicking they need to get. It's just a repaint. So if you want it, it's there. If you don't, pass on by, stress-free. But a nice, fun gimmick all the same. Yeah, the foot soldiers look great. And again, he's one of the first 10, isn't he? He's a 10 back. He was like one of the first figures to come out back in the day. So the foot soldier has his place in the history of Team NT toys for sure. Anyway, so yeah, there's that.
Did you, whilst we're on the Super 7 subject,
yes,
did you pre-order that Raph in Disguise?
I didn't.
Super 7.
Is that still up for pre-order though?
You need to check on Big Bad Toy Store. But that's, I think, the only place that has him going as well.
Super 7, Team, yeah. So I was annoyed because, remember, one of my favourite Playmates toys was Undercover Donnie, and they went, and obviously they've gone for Undercover. Sorry, I'm getting this wrong. Yeah, Undercover Raph instead. So let's have a look. So there he is. So he's still up on Super 7. Undercover Raph. They could have easily, right? Oh, no, they couldn't have easily, I guess. I was about to say just give us different heads, but it wouldn't have made sense because the body would be different. So ignore me. That was stupid. That was stupid. But yeah, Undercover Raph. I will probably get Raph. Yeah, I probably will. When is he due? He is due third quarter, so that means anything really, doesn't it? So
yeah, I mean, with Super 7, it's so slow with getting stuff out anyway. So
Turtle stuff, they're not bad though.
When it arrives.
Turtle stuff, they're not bad. Turtle stuff is like their bread and butter. I think that's they've been pretty fluent with that. So yeah, but again, so this is you don't have to get this, but if you want it, it's there. So
yeah.
But Super 7 are sort of leaning into the alternative versions of the Turtles now they've done all the four. Like, this is stupid. This is just us thinking out loud here, right? But you and me have both gone for the Turtle van, haven't we?
We have indeed.
If I've got a Turtle van, the Turtle van's not going to fit on a shelf. It's just not going to fit on a shelf. So, like, if I'm going to have my Super 7s displayed, I don't want to have a display without the Turtles. But then I don't want to display the van without the Turtles. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I need an extra set of Super 7 Turtles so I can pose with this van. Like, that's how my brain works.
Just get the alternatives, like Samurai Leo.
Yeah, I guess so. They can be the ones on. Yeah, they can be the ones on the shelf, and then the ones on the with the van could be the originals. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just being weird. But yeah, there's again so many Super 7 Turtle stuff still to come. I think this is the next. Yeah, this is wave 5, so this will be the next wave coming out. Which has the Samurai Leo, the Krang, the Leatherhead, and the Ray Fillet. So there you go. That'll be the next set that Tanner will be talking about very soon, because I have no doubt he's got the whole set on pre-order. I probably need to get
more than likely. Yeah, I need to check my pre-orders, but yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. So let's there's still more Turtle news, people. All right. So let's move away from Super 7. And like Tanner, I'm not much of a gamer, right? I don't really play games that much. Every now and then I'll play a little bit of Warzone with my mates. I used to play a bit of FIFA, a little bit of GTA back in the day. But this day and age, I just don't play computer games a lot. Back in the day, however, I was a Sonic guy. I had PlayStation and Sega, never a Nintendo guy. And I never really played fighting games much, right? I'm not going to lie to you, I just didn't. So when it comes to the Mortal Kombat, the Street Fighters of the world, I'm aware of them, obviously, but I don't know, it's nothing that I've gravitated to. I've got no attachment to them. I couldn't even name you many characters. However, Turtles, in collaboration, are now doing Street Fighter 2-pack. So Tanner, first of all, what's your fandom for Street Fighter like?
I mean, I was at that age at the era where I didn't have a Super Nintendo, but everyone had Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the Super NES, Super Nintendo. So always, whenever you're around playing Street Fighter, I was always the one with E Honda and the 1,000-hand slap. Just basically smash one button over and over, and he does like a little palm strike move up and down.
Is he the big green guy?
He's the sumo type guy.
Okay.
So he's a sumo type guy. So that was always my strategy, because I didn't want to learn the actual moves.
Button basher.
But yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
A strategic button basher. You knew what button you were pressing.
Just press the same button over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, these have come out of the blue. Playmates as well. Yeah, I mean, it goes along the same vein as the Cobra Kai 2-packs.
Yeah,
it seems very similar to that.
So I don't know. Playmates, right, are the master license holder for the Turtles, and they're licensing these Turtles off to all these other companies and letting these other companies just make such better figures than Playmates. Surely Playmates should be like getting a little bit more involved with this and going, do you know what? We need to capitalize on this new Turtle hype and make some good figures. But instead, they're just reusing old, outdated bodies that are like decades old at this point, and like when I seen this picture, I'm not going to lie, I just thought it was like a digital render. I didn't realise it was an actual picture of the figure. So bravo for them to at least getting the colour tones or palette right. But I'm the wrong This 2-pack, like the Cobra Kai 2-packs, are not aimed at me. I'm a big Turtles fan, you know that. But within my brackets of the Turtles, whether it's the movies, it's the cartoon, not a gamer guy, so... Again, I've exposed myself here, but I'm not a Street Fighter guy. I'm not a Mortal Kombat guy. Like, I know this guy is Ryu, but only because I'm reading that off. Ryu and Leonardo. Lin with Michelangelo. I have no...
Chun-Li with Michelangelo.
Yeah, see what I mean? Exposing myself. Go on, read the rest for me.
Guile with Raphael, and you got Ken with Donatello.
Yeah, again, these names may as well be in a different language. They mean nothing to me. I have no attachment. I have no desire. Even if if these Turtle figures were great figures, then I may be tempted to just get the Turtles. Why not? But the Turtle figures don't even look that good. If you're a Street Fighter fan, you may be happy to have an opportunity to get some Street Fighter figures, but
I mean, get some Street Fighter figures on the cheap, purely because the only other Street Fighter figures I know of are the Storm collectibles, and you will be paying big bucks for those. So if you want a cheap alternative, these are for you. They aren't for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, this is what I mean. The Street Fighter license, it can't. If Playmates are using it, right, it's clearly not that expensive or desirable by other companies. So, if Playmates can afford to pay for this Street Fighter license, why hasn't someone else jumped on this just to make Street Fighter figures? That seems like a layup for toys. But yeah, the Capcom license says California Red Devil. I know some people are clamoring for Capcom Legends. Again, I'm not particularly, but I know a lot of people, for them, that's their jumping on point for particular character designs. But yeah, I'm the wrong person for these. I love Turtles, but have no attachment, gravitation, desire for Street Fighter figures. Again, I thought her name was Kung Li, not Chung Li or whatever. I don't know. Is that even Chung Li? Is it?
It's Chun-Li.
Chun-Li, yeah. I apologise, but I just, again, clueless. But yeah, and you said the same, Tanner, not for you, right?
Yeah, not for me. But on the video game talk, with regards to one thing I do want to ask you, we have 2 big Turtles video games coming out towards the end of the year. Are you interested in those, considering you're not a video game guy at all?
No, so it's not something I'm thinking in my head I need to get. I'll probably be living vicariously by someone like you. I just don't play games much. And I don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like playing computer games. I just think if I got a game, it would invest so much time. It would need so much time to be invested in. I already do tons of nonsense. I struggle to get YouTube videos done, let alone day-to-day life and stuff. So I just feel like if I got into games, I'd have less time in my life to do other things. So it's not that I don't want to or I wouldn't enjoy these things. It's just that certain sacrifices have to be made to just have... There's only so much time in a day, unfortunately, and YouTube isn't my full-time job. I wish it was, but it's definitely not. Trust me. So... Yeah, it's like I have to sacrifice those other little hobbies for just to be able to create content. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love creating content. It's part of my passion. But yeah, I would, again, I'm sure I'd love these games. I've definitely played Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Of course I have, with friends or at arcades. I have no doubts I have, but I have no gravitation to any of the characters or anything like that. So yeah, and the Turtles, they look pretty naff as well for me. They just look like dirty turtles. Go and have a bath. I know they live in the sewer. But still, go and find some fresh water and have a little rinse. But Yeah, and I'm not the only one. People, again, I'm not saying I'm right, but everyone can like what they like. And I know Street Fighter is a very popular franchise. I watched the Mortal Kombat movie as well, but that's not Street Fighter. Didn't Street Fighter have a movie actually?
Yeah, back in the 90s.
Was there? What's the name? Oh no, the singer, the Australian singer.
Yeah,
Kylie
Kylie,
Minogue.
wasn't it?
Yes.
Kylie Minogue, wasn't it? Yeah,
So
yeah.
So if they were going to do a Kylie Minogue Street Fighter figure, and it was not a Rob Van Dam. What's his name? The other one.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes. If they did them, then I may be interested. I know those two.
Yeah.
But don't know these. These are not for me.
Yeah, no, not for me either. It's an interesting talking point, but again, with the I'm linking this to the Cobra Kai figures as well. They just look bad. We'll put a little bit of effort into it. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm asking the chat now, before we move on from this particular subject, for the people that are typing away in the chat, again, 50 people here, hello, how you doing? Make yourself known in the chat. Is this for anyone? Is anybody out there genuinely interested in these 2-packs? Whether it's for the Turtles or a way to get some Street Fighter figures, let me know in the chat, because I've seen some mixed comments so far, but I am curious. Let me know, and I'll read a couple out before we move on. Richard Moore says, love the green light stand. Yeah, I try and stay on theme. I've got a little remote, little different colours. I try and stay on theme here. Let's see if I can do purple for the best turtle. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Purple for Donatello. Looks great, doesn't it? Looks great. Everything looks better in purple. I'll go back to green. Okay, I'm just delaying to let the chat type away so I can see what people are thinking. Van Damme's speech in Street Fighter is the funniest rah-rah speech ever. Again, it's been so long since I've seen it. I'd have to watch it. Phoenix Chan played Chun-Li. Oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. The Fossil said I'm a pass on those. Chris Jamie says no. Literal Action Fig says not interested in these guys. Not at all interested in these guys. The Fossil says just like passing on the TMNT and Cobra Kai, like Tanner said. Nope, they aren't 60. They're £60 as well. Bloody hell, Jay. Yeah, we're not getting these. Mike says Hadouken. Damien says not for me. They are nice though. Crescent Blue Zero says, I just want the Street Fighter figs. Arsal or give the Turtles away. Yeah, you may have to give the Turtles away because I don't know if anyone's going to buy them off you. Your Boy's Got Toys says, I want the Street Fighter figs, but I'll wait for the SH Figure Arts revival. That would be great, wouldn't it? Mike Heck says, needs orange. I don't know if you can tell, but Mike is a big fan of a certain turtle with the same name. That's why he likes orange. Daniel S says, Hasbro have done Capcom figures before in their 3 3/4-inch Legends line a few years ago. Yeah, the Gameverse line had a couple. I think they had like Mega Man with Iron Man or something like that. So clearly the Capcom license is obtainable. Clearly just people don't think it's that valuable to invest in with figures and such. But yeah, it seems like they can make new molds for these Street Fighter figures, but they can't update their bread and butter, their main headline is the bloody Turtles.
Yeah.
Shame. Shout out Cam, who's just become a subscriber as well. How you doing? Thank you very much. If you're watching, you may not even be watching. Okay, let's keep going. I think I have a tiny little smidgy little tidbit bit of news here to end with. Mike, before we went live, sent me this. Have you seen this, Tanner?
I think, yeah, I've seen it. It just seems very mad. Ghostbuster and Turtles crossover.
It's clearly an unlicensed product, but yes, you were correct. Yeah. It is the Marshmallow Man infused with Krang. So yes, a Turtles and their Ghostbusters sort of little crossover. And I think this is just a vinyl figure, like just a straight up 3D printed vinyl figure. And it looks nice, don't get me wrong. And if you're a fan of Ghostbusters and Turtles, then you can clearly see this and know exactly what it is. But yeah, it's just a fun little short run collectible by, I believe, down here, yeah, SNZ Toys on Instagram, I believe his name is. It's €110, and here it is in the packaging. And yeah, just a nice little turtle mashup. But this is an unlicensed, this is unofficial. The same, Tanner, as that turtle van that is officially now exists in people's hands, all right? So
the first one out of the 3 is out there.
The Turtle Van War has started. So this video's been online before. We've seen it. But now other people have got it in hand. I know Geek Dad Life. Yeah, he's got it. The Mad Hatter reviews.
Mike has actually ordered it.
Oh, Mike's gone for it. Okay, fair play.
He's gone for it.
Shout out Brandon and shout out Thirsty for Chicken who just joined us as well as we talk Turtles. So now a few people have got this in hand and we know it exists. We know it's not like some weird company just trying to scrounge your money and then run away. You can actually pre-order this right now or buy it right now. I know I've seen links myself on like AliExpress, etc. Are you tempted at all? Like, do you think it looks as good as the video made it look, or
the video makes it look really good? I unfortunately am not tempted. But what I've seen people do with this is they've taken like a black marker and gone over the actual outlines of everything, and it looks so much cooler with that black outline over everything. Yeah. A little bit of customizing. It's like the movie Marvel Legends Spider-Man figures. If you have the black lines coloured in, even is shocker. If you have the black line coloured in, it looks better. But it's not for me. I've already got 2 coming.
Yeah, 2 vans. Yeah, I'm the same. By the way, I've just put that link in the chat for that TMNT mashup with the Marshmallow Man if anyone is interested. I think it's already sold out, but if anyone's interested in checking out the guy, it is SN The Toys. He does other things as well. Interesting mashup for sure. Go and check it out. But it is unlicensed. It's not official or anything like that. But Damien in the chat is very excited. 2 of my fave 80s mashed together. The other being the sci-fi icons. No, it's cool. It's a cool piece for sure. But yeah, back to this, like Tanner said, both me and Tanner have pre-ordered the NECA van and pre-ordered the Super 7 van. And they're both officially Turtle licensed things. Now, this looks great, but in my mind, it's not an official licensed product. So like, if I'm going to spend hundreds of pounds on something, I want it to be an official licensed product. Now, that's not taken away from the people that are getting it. I know Mike's really excited for it, and I don't want to take away from your excitement. But Mike, from as far as I know, Mike's not got the NECA one, and he's not pre-ordered the Super 7 one. So, for a nice... And he loves customizing as well. So, like, I think he can get this and customize to his heart's content. And look at it. It looks great. It really does look fun. But and I've seen some... I've watched the videos. I've watched Mad Hatter review it. I've watched Geek Dad Life review it. And it does look like a fun, cool piece that will fit in scale with multiple turtle lines. But yeah, just not for me. Just not for me. I'm avoiding spending more money on more turtle vans. I hardly have room for the 2 turtle vans I've pre-ordered, let alone another one. So
a third one, yeah.
Well, I already have a third one, as I have the retro van.
Oh.
So I
totally forgot about that.
Yeah, so I technically already have. Well, I will have 3 vans at least this time next year. I will. So I don't need 4 vans. But it's still fun. Yeah, it's great, right? Again, we say it all the time, but we're in the golden age of collecting, and it's great that in 2022 you can literally choose between 4 turtle vans. Absolutely insane. But yeah, crazy. Inline, how you spell out the turtles with letters to make the logo, probably due to licensing issues. Yeah, you're right. And you could, if you don't want to, you could print off yourself some other letters and turn it into a other van or whatever. Again, the customizing options for sure. Thirsty for Chicken says, I need to renew my subscription. Yes, you do. You're a channel member, my friend. Get involved so you can come and join us on Legends and Liquor. I need that name to be green in the chat. I like green names, all right? If you've got a green name, I like you a little bit more. I'm not going to lie. It's just how it is. So, yeah, I appreciate you. But out of all the news today, Tanner, a lot of... Again, we've waited a whole month to talk about all this turtle news. What's your favourite little tidbit? What's your favourite reveal, favourite bit of news? Most excited thing to get?
I mean, most excited is going to be all of the monster figures. All of the monster line. So far, the 2 we've got so far are amazing figures. Looking forward to getting the rest of it, having all 8 on show. You got Splinter, you got Donnie to come, you got Mikey to come. Yep. And it's something different and something new. Well, something new as well. Just, you don't see this any other place, do you? Yeah. I would say the Monsters line is my favorite at the moment.
Look, they're toys, they're collectibles, they're meant to be fun. And I'll completely agree with you. Go and check out Tanner's Instagram for that. And we will end with some exclusive Tanner news. But first, my favourite reveal is, of course, the Mutant 4-pack for the NECA. And I'm just a little bit stressed because as I say, my anxiety levels are a little bit high until I have that email that says you've successfully checked out or whatever. I will still be stressing a little bit. But yes, on Friday, whenever they reveal the time, I will set some alarms. I will get my devices ready. And on Friday, I will try my best to get both this and Greta checked out. Because I'll be very sad if I miss this. I've already missed a couple of box sets this year because of this Hall of Fun nonsense. So I don't want to miss out on this one for sure. So yeah, that's my favourite reveal. But apart from the Street Fighter stuff, which you can clearly know I have no idea about, I love all the Turtle stuff, whether it's NECA, Super 7 or whatnot. But yeah, pretty good. So Tanner, we're going to end on some exclusive Tanner news. So
exclusive me news.
Yeah. So do you want to? I'll get the pick ready, Tanner. If you want to just sort of set it up. You get the pick ready.
So recently, it's been a case of because I've been doing this. I've been doing Legends and NECA. I've been speaking to Dan and to Brandon just to try and get a brand going.
Yeah.
So it's a case of what I will be. We'll see what happens as a result of this. I tried the whole reel today just to try things out, see how it goes. But I would like to show you guys. I would love feedback on this as well.
Yeah, feedback's great.
Feedback would be great. I've now got a logo, so we're going to pull it up now.
Pow!
Check it out.
Look at that.
Just there.
The Super Turk 5000. And just to reiterate what Tanner says, like, just think, Tanner was a supporter of the channel, a channel member. We'd just have a connection just via loving turtle toys so much on Legends and NECA that we ended up making a spin-off. Do you know, that's the advantage of becoming a channel member, is like you can build that connection that you wouldn't do anywhere else. And as I said, what's great about this community is you can connect with many other people. Do you know, like, so Tanner's here now, turning it up a notch, upping the brand a notch, and you've now got a Super Turk 5000 logo. And again, for anyone, like, I'm by no means, I'm still a small fish on YouTube, but my golden rule has always been, if you look professional, people will treat you professional, especially if you, and like, so a logo, a brand is just, it makes such a difference to someone's perception of you. Like, when they first come onto your YouTube or your Instagram, and if you're trying to get yourself out there a little bit, like a nice professional logo makes a difference. And this Tanner one is spot on. You've got the power, because he loves Power Rangers as well. If you know Tanner, you know he's got all the Zords, all the Lightning Collection stuff. So he's got the Power Ranger like Morpher. You've got the Psy, because, well, you explain it.
So basically, it links three of my favorite things together. So you got the Power Rangers Morpher. You've got the Turtles being represented by the Psy with a pizza on it and the old red Raphael band, and also Spider-Man. So as you can see on the wrists, I've got web shooters on, and also the blue Scarlet Spider hoodie as well. I was, I figured just do all of that. I've been thinking of doing it for a while. There was a couple of initial designs where the guy I got to do this didn't give me hair. Now I know I'm receding, but it's not that bad.
Mate, me too. I'm going McDonald's style. Look at that.
I do, but I really like this end product, and everyone who I've shown recently has kind of given me good feedback. I would love some more feedback. If you guys want to say, this looks cool, this looks bad.
So I'm reading some in the chat, and people are definitely mentioning Turkish Spider-Man, but I'll read a couple. So Cloud said, man, I need one of those. First, if you chicken says, sweet. Cloud also says, that's awesome. Hero Collection says, let's go. Brandon, of course, with the power emojis. Mike says, wrong colour turtle. Daniel S. I'll come back to that, Daniel S. Richard Moore says, dang, that's nice, Tanner. Literal Action Fig says, yes, it looks great. Your boy's got toys says, how yes, pow, hit pow. The California Red Devil says, logo is great, but needs more evil Turkish Spider-Man. Also does Damien. Damien says, Turkish Spider-Man vibes, ? Caleb says, great looking logo, Tanner. I got money in the bank. I'll bring toys to work with a super chat real quick. Thank you very much, Michael.
Bring Toys to Work donated $15. I don't collect TMNT, but I thought I would stop by.
We Appreciate you.
Showing some love here and letting Tanner know his logo looks fantastic.
There you go. Perfect. Thank you so much, Bring Toys to Work. He says, I don't collect BTMNT, but I thought I would stop by showing some love and letting Tanner know his logo looks fantastic. Daniel S says, hey, that looks great, dude. Yeah, people are saying the mask's the wrong colour. People are trying to get their own little turtle brand in there. George W says looks dope. Jay says it could be more evil, if you will.
Evil, yeah.
But yeah, Joe figured it out with a couple of pals. And again, Michael, thank you very much for the super chat. Says Tanner, the logo looks fantastic. So yeah, people are liking it, Tanner. And why wouldn't they? What I love about these logos is it has those little pieces that mean something to you. I didn't even notice the web shooters.
The web shooters, yeah.
Nice. So the YouTube, the Instagram's going to get a little revamp now for sure. The
Instagram and the Twitter is getting a little revamp. These will be going up as soon as the stream ends. I figured I'd keep the reveal for this and then move forward.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks great, Tanner. Yeah. Honestly, I'm happy you revealed it here. People got to see it. And yeah, happy days. Like, it looks great. It really does look great. And as I said, go and check out the Super Turk 5000 on Instagram. But yeah, that's it for today, people. Again, we do these sporadically, at least one Tuesday a month. So far, we've done at least one a month the whole year. I know it's the last day of the month, so we scraped in, but we did officially do one in May. Hopefully, some more Turtle news to come out in the end of, especially like next month, June. And July, we're talking San Diego time, like toy reveals time. So like there should be lots more toy news to talk about. So we'll let it pile up for a little bit, and then we'll come back and talk some turtles. But as always, we appreciate everyone who's there in the chat. California Red Devil, yes, 100%, it is the same person. He is a monster. I can give people links if need be. But let me finish by saying, let me go back to my main screen. So of course, if you're a fan of these live streams and this long form content, then on Thursday I'll be back with Brandon and maybe the super producer if he's available to talk Marvel Legends and whatever else. And then this Sunday is a Legends and Liquor Day. So if you are a channel member at the Members Club tier, that is your ticket into Legends and Liquor. I usually have about 15 guests on here talking toys, talking new toys. And I think this week I'm going to do a topic. I haven't done a topic in a while, but I think because the toy news is a little bit slow, I'm going to think of an interesting topic to talk about, which is always fun. So yes, Legends and Liquor this Sunday, and of course hopefully do a Joe's and Juice very, very soon. But as always, lots of turtle news to talk about. Go and recap, go and check out Tanner. Tell them yourself, where can they find you and your new fancy logo online?
New fancy logo. So on Instagram, as you can see down the bottom here, Super Turk 5000. We got a nice fancy new logo as well, as has been revealed. I may do a couple of extra things try a few new things going forward, like the reels. I may try and do a couple of Instagram lives building my Lego Daily Bugle.
Nice, yeah.
But it'll be as and when. Let's see how one step at a time.
It's all part of the hobby. It's all part of the hobby. You can enjoy it any way you like. And what's so great about this hobby is that you can enjoy it with other people through the forms of media like Instagram and YouTube. It's the reason I do it. The reason we're here right now is just because I love talking toys. And I would sit here and talk to myself, but that would make me an insane, crazy person. So at least now with Zoom and Streamlabs and YouTube, I don't look as crazy. So I appreciate you all. So go and follow Tanner, the Super Turk 5000 on Instagram. Go and show some love to his new logo when he posts that later today. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram as well. It's been under our faces the whole day. It was hiding in plain sight at It's Dan Who, but I'm sure you already are. Thank you to everyone who dropped in a super chat today. I appreciate you. I think I have the credits. Yes, I can roll my credits. Roll the credits. Thank you very much to the Red Foreman, California Red Devil, Eric Alfred Abel, and Bring Toys to Work. To the new subscribers and to channel members like Jay. Hopefully Jay's ate some pizza now and is feeling a lot better. That's for sure. But Tanner, we will give him a wave. We'll tell people we'll see you on the next Turtle and Tea, whenever that is. Keep an eye on the channel, on the YouTube and the Instagram for all updates and whatnot. And as it's a normal week, I'll see you Thursday and I'll see you again Sunday. If you're a channel member and you want to be on Legends and Liquor, you can let me know right now as I'm starting to create that list, all right? So we'll see you on the next one. And go and buy a mug. Use discount code HOWFIRE. Save yourself 10%, all right? Bye-bye.
Get a t-shirt too.
Yeah.